And you are live.
Good evening. Welcome to the Bound Brook Board of Education Organization Meeting 2023. My name is Mike Gorski. I'm the School Business Administrator Board Secretary. And this is a unique meeting because it begins without board leadership or board committee chairs. They have to be reestablished at every organization meeting. So we will have an agenda item for the nomination process for president that I will open up until a chair or president is elected, and then it will preside over the rest of the meeting. So we will now call the meeting to order. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law has enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which time any business affecting their interests is discussed and acted upon in accordance with the provisions of this Act. The Board of Education Policy 0162, the Board of Education of the Bound Brook Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be posted in the board office and at the Bound Brook High School and mailed and faxed to the Courier News, Bound Brook Borough Clerk, South Bound Brook Board of Education, and any person who has requested individual notice and paid the requested fee. If you'll please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I have provided the election results for the public, and we would like to recognize for membership to the Board of Education for a 3-year term, Ms. Joanna Musin, Mr. Gagandeep Minhas, and Mr. Sidney Dawson, and also for membership to the Board of Education for a 1-year vacancy term, Mr. Donald Vollmer, who's in the audience tonight. As soon as Mr. Vollmer is furnished with evidence of completing the criminal background check, he will be sworn in at the very next meeting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to having you here. And to the members who were reelected, congratulations, and looking forward to working with you as well.
And moving right along, item number 7 on the agenda is election of president. So at this time, I will open the nominating process for the election of a board president.
Yes.
Just as a procedural method, I would like to now swear in the following members. If you could please join me at the podium. Mrs. Musin, Mr. Dawson, and Mr. Vollmer. Minhas is absent.
Mr.
Gorski.
Mr. Gorski, does Ms. Lima have to get sworn in as well?
Her name is listed.
Yes, the Bound Brook representative has to be sworn in as well.
Great.
I'm at the wrong podium. No, it's not on yet. Yeah.
Tom, you good?
Yep, you're good.
All right, please repeat after me. I
I, Edith Lima,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance
and that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and this state
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I
I, Edith Lima,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of the Board of Education,
for the office of member of the Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19:4-1,
pursuant to RS 19:41,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
or offense listed in
or offense listed in
NJS 18A:12-1,
NJS 18A:12-1,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all duties of that office
perform all duties of that office
according to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
according to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Congratulations.
I did vote. I think I deserve a vote.
I wonder whether they deserve it or not.
You're setting the bar. So now
Hey,
every
what's up,
time,
Danny?
yeah, you're gonna have to vote next time.
He gets a double.
Okay, so now we'll go on to item number 7, election of president. Would anybody, oh, I beg your pardon, we have to take a roll call. Mr. Bell,
Here?
Mr. Dawson. Here. Ms. Guzino,
Here.
Ms. Lima,
Here.
Mr. Zupko.
Here.
Ms. Musin,
Here.
Mr. Minhas, Ms. Hyde,
Here.
Mr. Januzzi.
Here.
We have a quorum present this evening. And at this time, I will now open up nomination for board president. Is there any member of the Board of Education that would like to nominate a member for president of the Board of Education?
Yes.
Mr. Zupko, who do you nominate?
Mr. Januzzi.
Okay, it does not require a second. Would anybody else like to nominate any other member for board president? Seeing none, I will now close the nomination process for president with a roll call with the election of Mr. Richard Januzzi as Board of Education president. Please respond yes to affirm your vote for Mr. Januzzi for president. Mr. Bell,
Yes.
Mr. Dawson,
Yes.
Ms. Guzino,
Yes.
Ms. Lima,
Yes.
Mr. Zupko.
Yes.
Ms. Musin,
Yes.
and Ms. Hyde,
Yes.
and Mr. Januzzi.
Abstain.
Congratulations, Mr. Januzzi, on your election as board president.
Thank you, sir.
And Mr. Januzzi, if you would kindly chair the rest of the meeting, with the next agenda item being the nomination of vice president.
Gladly, and thank you, Mr. Gorski, for running the opening of the meeting. So we'll move on to item number 8, the election of the vice president. At this moment, I will open the floor for nominations.
And I nominate Mike.
Very official.
Thank you, Ms. Musin.
You're welcome.
Any other nominations? All right, hearing none, same drill, can we have everyone affirm with a yay or nay vote? Roll call, please.
Roll call for the election of Mr. Michael Bell as board vice president. Mr. Bell,
Abstain.
Mr. Dawson,
Yes.
Ms. Casino,
Woo-hoo. Yes.
Ms. Lima,
Yes.
Mr. Zupko,
Yes.
Ms. Moosen,
Yes.
Ms. Hyde,
Yes.
and Mr. Januzzi.
Yes.
Motion passes. Congratulations, Mr. Bell.
Thank you. Okay, item number 9, we are up to the Code of Ethics, which I believe Mr. Gorski has furnished to all of the members. I don't know that we know, do we have to read this during the meeting?
No, just acknowledge that it was furnished to all the members, and they could please sign the receipt of the document and get back to me. That's great.
So it is written. Okay, so we are moving on to resolutions. The first one is, do we have to read them all? That's a great question.
We have to read them all separately?
No, Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
everything is starting with item 10 is a consent protocol.
Awesome. Okay, so for the members, everything that is listed there in resolutions, which hopefully prior to the meeting you've had an opportunity to review, are going to be discussed and voted upon all at the same time, just to help us save the number of yeses that we have to go through. So what I will do now is entertain a motion to open the discussion. We'll have an opportunity to discuss any items that you would like to, and then we'll close it and move to a vote.
Motion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bowell. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Zupko. Now we are open for discussion. Okay. Yeah, the only one that I wanted to bring up actually has to do with our schedule for the coming year. You'll note that the number of meetings have been reduced, as we had discussed, to 1 per month for the most part. The only months that I would like to look at specific dates for are March, May, and November. The tentative times that we had included in item number 2 under meeting dates would conflict with the South Bend Board of Education's meetings. My preference, I'm sure Ms. Lima's preference would be that we make it possible for her to attend our meetings as well. So I would ask that we move those meetings either a week prior to or a week after the dates that are listed on the agenda tonight if possible.
Can you repeat?
It was March, May, and November. So I think we had generally settled on Wednesday evenings for our meetings. Obviously, this one's going to deviate from the third Wednesday of the month. Or I apologize, those 3 would deviate from that pattern. But does anybody have any reservations about changing those particular meetings?
The only question I have is, it was the week before or the week after? If we could do the week after?
So yes, but in November, that puts us on the 22nd, which I think is the day before Thanksgiving. I'm not sure how anybody feels about participating in the meeting that evening, but it
No.
might be a tall ask to get everybody here.
Well, then except for November.
So we're saying March 22nd, May 24th, November would move up to the 8th. Sure. My calendar seems very open those
In
days.
November?
Yes, November 8th is open.
Okay.
Is that the Wednesday before teacher convention in November? And is school, we do half day, I mean, I don't know if anybody cares about that, if we still want to have the meeting that night.
So fair question.
It probably is, I would imagine.
The date for the teachers' convention.
It is.
That's the week of. I mean, the alternative is we could move off of Wednesday and maybe just shift it Thursday, the day after we had originally anticipated. So instead of the 15th, we would go on the 16th of November. If that's okay for everybody.
And you said the day before the teachers' convention, no, because we don't have school?
Everyone's leaving.
Right, there's no school on 9th and 10th, but on that 8th, there would be, right? 'Cause it's usually here Monday and
We have a half
Wednesday.
day. we have?
Well, depending on the
I
district.
think in the proposed schedule, that's when we have teacher conferences as well for K-6.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
so that'll definitely be, yes.
Okay, so you want to move that one to the 16th?
Yeah, actually, yeah, to keep everything simple, can we just say that for March, May, and November, we would accept the dates that are in here, but move them to the Thursday rather than the Wednesday?
Sure.
Try and keep it as simple as possible. Mr. Gorski, are you okay with
So,
that?
Mr. Januzzi, just to confirm, that would be for March, it would be Thursday, the 23rd.
Hold on.
May,
Wouldn't that be the 16th? Was it not originally the 15th?
I think it's the 20th.
Okay, because it's technically the 4th Wednesday. March 1st is a Wednesday.
So that's Thursday, March 23rd, Thursday, May 18th, and Thursday, November 16th.
Yes.
With the exception of those three, the schedule would be as presented.
That sounds good to me. Before we finish that item, is everybody comfortable with that or anything else you want to review?
Committees would stay.
Committees would still stay on the first Monday
Okay,
of
days.
the month, yeah, regardless.
Okay.
Okay, so that is meeting dates. Is there anything else included in this resolution that any of the members would like to discuss? All right, hearing no other questions, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Bell?
Yes,
Mr. Dawson?
Yes.
Ms. Gazino?
Yes.
Ms. Lima?
Yes.
Mr. Zupko?
Yes.
Ms. Musin?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
And Mr. Januzzi?
Yes.
Board President, motion passes.
Thank you. At this point, we are open to the public for any comments. Do we have anybody online?
Just refreshing, there are no responses.
Great.
Closed.
Mr. Vollmer, anything you'd like to add at this point?
No, sir.
Very good. All right, at this point, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
motion.
Thank you, Mr. Powell, second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Zupko. All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good evening.
And thank you so much for